in a relationship, there are terms also that you want to understand, because some people have varying ideas and concepts of what it means to be in a relationship. One of the primary tenets of a relationship is faithfulness. And some people's idea of faithfulness is different than yours. I know I have some witnesses. You don't have to raise your hand from experience, but I know I have some witnesses out there who've been in a relationship with somebody, and what they called faithful and what you called faithful were not the same thing. Some people, what does faithful mean to them? You might want to ask this. We want to set some ground rules. For those of you who, I'm unfamiliar because it's after my time, but some of you who are into the digital dating, you're on these e-sites where you're trying to get matched, and Match.com and all these other sites. They try to set some ground rules by determining what these terms mean to you. They ask you, what are you looking for? What are you wanting out of a relationship? And then they ask you your interest in many other things. You know what they're trying to do? They're trying to establish the terms so that when they match you with somebody, you think the same thing about what faithfulness means, that you think the same thing about what love means. You think the same thing about what a committed relationship means. They're trying to match you with somebody who has a similar concept of what the terms of a relationship might be. And that's all that we're talking about today, is trying to make sure that we have agreement upon the terms. People think faithfulness is anything short of a sexual relationship with somebody else. Let's talk. Can we talk? That's some people's idea of faithful. Well, I'm not having sex with anybody else, so that's faithful. I'm not getting much help here, but you know that's how some people conceive faithfulness. So I might like other people, I might kiss other people, but as long as I don't have a sexual relationship with them, then I'm being faithful to you. Can we be real on this? So if that's their concept of what faithful means, and your concept of faithfulness means something different, then that means you have disagreement on the terms. Your understanding of faithful and their understanding of faithful are not the same thing. So before you get in a committed relationship with somebody, you better have a little understanding as to what their terms mean. What does a committed relationship mean to you? What does being faithful mean to you? Jesus asked them relative to that, how faithful are you to God? How faithful are you to God? We laughed at that definition I just gave of faithfulness as anything short of having a sexual relationship with someone else. Then relative to that, how faithful are we to God? Because we come to church, are we faithful? Because we have a Bible, are we faithful? Because we wear Christian t-shirts, are we faithful? Because we tell other people we're a Christian, does that make us faithful? What does faithful mean to you? I can tell you what it means to God. It says, submit your bodies a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable unto him, which is your reasonable service. You shall love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, with all thy mind, and with all thy soul, with all thy might. He wants all of that. That is his definition of what faithful means. So to be in a relationship with God, you have to match the terms that he has set forth. Jesus said, why call you me Lord, Lord, and do not the things that I say? Jesus said, I've called you friend, but my friends are those who listen and are obedient to my word. He said, my sheep hear my voice, and another shepherd they will not heed, they will not listen to, they will not go astray from my voice. God has given us the terms of the relationship and what it means to be faithful. So I ask you again, does your definition of faithful match God's definition of faithful?